Guys, welcome to Motivational Monday. Today I want to talk about New Year, New Me, and how we can make that oh so catchy phrase that I love so much, how we can apply that to real life and make sure that the new year does reflect a new you and that we can win in 2018, that this is our year and how to make that successful. I know Christmas is around the corner, and I know Christmas shopping is probably happening now. Please don't go broke and spending all of your money on things that people aren't even going to be using by June. Honestly and truly, your family and friends, they can appreciate the fact that you just thought of them. Because really and truly, this year's Christmas for me is on a budget. Because that's how my life is set up now. I have constraints and I have parameters from which I'm willing to spend. And within those parameters, the people I care about will get as much as I can. And then that's that. Just making sure that you don't rack up a whole bunch of debt that you're going to want to pay off or that you should be wanting to pay off. Just be realistic with your financial budget as you go through this time. But right after Christmas is New Year's. And so I want to make sure that we get started on a good foot, honestly, because I want us to win in 2018. I want 2018 to actually be our year. I feel it in my soul for myself. I feel it in my soul for you guys. It just takes a different perspective, and we can't go into 2018 how we've been going into previous years. So when I reflect on 2017 and I think about how the year started, for me, I was just coming off of dealing with my miscarriage. I miscarried on October 27th. So that was still right. It was really fresh for me. So 2017, going into it, I didn't have any hope for 2017. 2016 had wiped me out. So when the new year came, I was just like, listen, I just want to be able to breathe in 2017. I didn't know what it was going to entail. I didn't know. And I wasn't really excited about it, honestly. It was just a new year. And when I think about it now that we're halfway through December 2017, I'm like, wow, this year has been an amazing year. It was not the year I thought it was going to be, not even by a long shot. I've experienced so much growth. And it's been intentional growth. But the things that I've gone through and the things that I've overcame in 2017 have been mind-blowing, honestly. And some of the goals that I was able to accomplish this year were goals that I have been wanting to accomplish for years. I published my first book, available for purchase on nicolesnetwork.net. I moved out into a home and I'm no longer renting. That's something I've wanted to do for forever. I've paid off quite a bit of debt in 2017. I still have a little bit more to go, but I've made huge strides in that area. I've done so much. I've gotten myself financially stable. Now, 2018 is going to be like that next level. Like, I've gotten from struggling to like stable, but now I'm trying to like strive for comfortable. I don't know what the next level is, but I'm getting there. But just the growth and the actions that I put in towards reaching my goals. If I'm able to do that for the whole 2018 is about to be lit. And I wanted to share how I was able to so many different goals in different areas of my life with you guys so that 2018 can be lit for you too. My whole thing, anything I know, I share. If I've learned a lesson in life, I am sharing it with you because I want us to be successful together. So, my biggest thing, I never believed in New Year's resolutions. Never have. And the reason why is I feel like resolutions are things that we just wish for. It's just what we want to accomplish. It's what we want to have happen in the new year. And honestly, they're usually forgotten by like March. Best case. Because it's no longer talked about. You talk about your resolutions in January, and then maybe the first half of February, and then Valentine's Day comes around, and then everyone forgets about their resolutions. However, I do have goals for 2018. And although the words may sound similar, to me, goals are things that you're working towards. Goals are things that you have action plans behind, and they require effort and focus, year round thing. While I have the goals for the whole year, I have them written on my wall. I already have my goals for 2018 written on my wall. I have a whiteboard on my wall, and every morning when I look up, I see those goals. They're not coming down. I just took down 2017's goals when I was making them for 2018. Like, it's something that's consciously on my mind every single day. And as I make those goals and as I accomplish them, I get to cross them off and I get to feel that sense of empowerment. And I get to feel like, okay, let me go to the next one. Cool, what's next? Cool, what's next? And the goals that I have for 2018 are very, very lofty. I was trying to think of the best word for it. But I love setting high goals for myself and putting those action plans in place so that I can accomplish them. And I'm the type of person, I don't like to make goals or even communicate goals for myself that I'm not going to accomplish. I don't like not accomplishing a goal. I'm very hard on myself in that way. And how I'm able to accomplish those goals is having a very honest action plan with myself. I can't say I'm going to lose 20 pounds in the next 3 months. For me, it's not realistic. For some, it may, but I don't have but so much to lose. Like, me losing 20 pounds, I would probably look anorexic. I could lose 10-ish, maybe, and still be, comfortable with where I am. But even just saying that, I have to say, I'm going to do this by making sure I work out at least 3 times a week, by making sure I'm drinking a lot of water, if not all water, cutting back on the fast foods, making sure I'm cutting back on fried foods, making sure I'm making healthier choices, increasing my vegetables, increasing my fruits, decreasing my greasy foods, and just being more conscious of what's going inside of your mouth and being aware of how much energy you're exerting throughout the day and making sure that you're giving your best to your goals. And it's an ongoing process. But set reminders for yourself, really and truly. If your action plan, which it should, has deadlines for different milestones. So if you want to reach 10 pounds in the next 3 months, you can't just wake up on the 3rd month and say, cool, we did it. How often are you checking in with yourself? Like, for myself, I weigh in every week, literally. And there are some weeks where I've gained, there's some weeks where I've lost. But I know, and it's kind of a check-in, it gives me the accountability that's necessary to say, okay, I need to do a little bit better. For financial goals, I have a certain amount I want to save and set aside within the next 6 months. I have monthly check-ins to make sure that I'm reaching those goals and making sure that my finances are aligned with what I said I wanted to do. And I have reminders in my calendar to say, hey, check in. And under that notification on my phone to check in, I have written down all of the things that I'm checking in on a monthly basis as well. My monthly check-in for finances, my monthly check-in for my business, my monthly check-in for this, and my credit score, and all of these things that I'm trying to work on. And I have an Excel spreadsheet on my computer that I can track what the status is, and B, how far I've gone from there. And posting the goals on your wall and truly help. Because you can't help but notice it. You can't help but look at it. When was the last time, for 2017, when was the last time you've looked at your resolutions? Can you even tell me what all of them were? If you're not consciously looking at it and you're not consciously aware and alert to it, it's really going to be difficult to keep it on the front of your brain. You have to be conscious about what you see, what you hear, and what you say. And what you think, honestly, really and truly. But having those action plans, having those reminders in place, And the last thing I have to share with you, accountability is key. Have someone you can trust in your life to hold you accountable. Tell them, hey, listen, this is my goal for this year. Please hold me accountable. The goals that I've reached over the year were because I had people in place to check in on me. Because I knew they were checking in on me, I was more likely to make sure that the next time they asked, the answer was yes. Because I know you're going to ask questions about this particular thing, and I have to make sure. And maybe it's me, but I didn't want to be able to say, girl, I ain't do nothing. I know I said that's what I wanted, but I have done nothing to work towards that goal. Put people in place to hold you accountable and share with them your deadlines. Hey, by this point, I want to accomplish this. Hold me to it. And when I tell you in 2017, I had a financial accountability partner. I had a spiritual accountability partner. I had a business accountability partner. I had a career accountability partner. I didn't have a physical accountability partner, which I probably should have. It just wasn't my priority this year. Listen. And then my best friend was my overall accountability partner. You have to have people in place that's going to check in and say, listen, this is what you said you wanted to do. What are you doing? And if you need an accountability partner, I will be your accountability partner for 2018. Absolutely, really. Email me. We'll get this thing popping. Because 2018 is going to be lit, whether you're on board or not. So I want you to be on board. I want you to have a lit 2018. But you have to put in the work. You really, really do. If you want this to be the year for you, make it happen. All right, guys. See you next week.